All right, so the line y equals 5 is a horizontal asymptote for which of the following functions? So recall from like algebra 2, right, that if we have essentially a limit, right, which wasn't really mentioned in algebra 2, but if we're looking at as x approaches infinity of, let's say, an a over x to the second, it doesn't even have to be second, like to the x to the power, let's say, plus a bunch of stuff over a b x to the power, right, plus a bunch of stuff, then the horizontal asymptote we get is just y equals the fraction of those leading coefficients, a over b. So it's really likely that that's what I'm looking for. If, right, so see how they're the same powers? If instead, right, if the numerator power is smaller, right, so like if the numerator is a smaller degree than the denominator, right, then the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0, right? If the numerator degree is bigger than the denominator, there's no horizontal asymptote. So horizontal asymptote is none, right? So the reason I mentioned that is that, so this one, right, this one has a horizontal asymptote of 0, right? This one, the fraction of the leading coefficients would be a negative 5, right, because it's a 5 over a negative 1, so it's not this one. This one has no horizontal asymptote because you can even picture what that looks like. It just goes like this forever, right? So the only contenders are A and D. A and E. It is much easier to just look at E and say, oh, hey, that is the exact situation that is described. The horizontal asymptote here is 20 over 4, which is definitely a 5. It's answer E. The issue here is that there isn't actually, so there is a horizontal asymptote here, but essentially that this thing is going to kind of do, it's going to have asymptote that kind of look like, well, it's a bad example. I lied. It's not really curvy. Basically, well, it is. Okay, so basically what's going to happen here is this is going to, you don't have to know that this is what this looks like, but basically this is the line 1 over x, and this is the line negative 1 over x. And because sine oscillates between positive and negative 1, it's basically going to do this forever. You don't have to know that. It's easier to just say, hey, what are the most likely candidates? And in this case, it's definitely E. But I just want to throw that out there, that that's, again, some knowledge that's worth having.